Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something powerful today. Your destiny is in your hands. It's not in the hands of fate, circumstance, or someone else's opinion. It's up to you to create it. Life is not something that just happens to us. No, life is a gift, and what we do with that gift is where our destiny is formed. The first step in creating your destiny is taking full ownership. Nothing changes until you decide that you are in charge of your life. It's easy to blame the past, other people, or external factors, but none of that will move you forward. You hold the pen to your own story. Every day is a new page, and the way you write it depends entirely on you. From this moment on, commit to making decisions that align with the future you want. Everything begins in the mind. Can you see it? The life you truly desire. If you can't see it, how can you ever expect to achieve it? You've got to visualize your success in vivid detail. Picture yourself living that dream, feeling the emotions of achieving those goals. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's imagined and what's real, so when you start to see yourself living the life of your dreams, it sends signals to your body to make it happen. That's the power of visualization. But don't stop there. Nothing great happens without action. It's not enough to dream, wish, or hope. You've got to get up every single day and take steps, massive steps toward that vision. And not just once in a while, but consistently. The actions you take today determine your tomorrow, so make them count. No matter how small those steps may seem, consistency builds momentum, and momentum is what propels you toward your destiny. What goes on in your head will either make you or break you. Your thoughts shape your reality, and if you're constantly doubting yourself, second-guessing your decisions, or giving in to fear, you're holding yourself back. Shift your mindset. Start believing that you can create the life you desire. Eliminate the negative, limiting beliefs that say you can't or you're not enough. Replace them with thoughts of power, growth, and possibility. Here's the truth: life is unpredictable. But that's not something to fear, that's something to embrace. When you realize that the only constant is change, you begin to see challenges as opportunities. Don't resist uncertainty. Lean into it. It's in those moments of discomfort, of uncertainty, where you grow the most. Adapt, adjust, and keep moving forward, no matter what life throws at you. Lastly, creating your destiny requires the right environment. The people around you are either lifting you up or pulling you down. Look around. Who's in your circle? Are they pushing you toward your goals or holding you back? You need to be with people who inspire, challenge, and believe in you. The energy you surround yourself with directly impacts your progress. Choose wisely. Find those who share your vision, who bring out your best, and who support your journey. So today I want you to remember this: you are the creator of your destiny. Every decision, every action, every thought brings you closer to the life you want or further away. Take control. Visualize. Take action. Empower your mind. Embrace uncertainty. Surround yourself with greatness. And when you do, you'll be unstoppable. Taking full control of your life means accepting that you are responsible for where you are and where you're going. It's easy to point fingers, to say it's someone else's fault, or to blame circumstances. But the moment you start looking outside yourself for answers is the moment you give away your power. True power comes from within. It starts with owning your life completely. Everything that has happened to you, the good, the bad, the painful, all of it, it's shaped who you are today. But none of it defines where you're going unless you let it. To take control, you must first recognize that you are the captain of your own ship. No one else gets to steer. Life will throw storms, obstacles, and setbacks your way, but how you navigate those challenges is entirely up to you. And it starts with a decision. Right now, you get to decide: do I want to keep living as a passenger, letting life happen to me? Or do I want to grab the wheel and chart my own course? Taking control means taking responsibility for your thoughts, for your actions, for your results. You can't change the past, but you can decide right now how you will respond to the future. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every decision you make, every action you take pushes you either closer to the life you want or further away from it. So if you're not where you want to be right now, ask yourself, what can I do differently? What choices can I make today that will bring me closer to my goals? When you take full control of your life, you stop waiting for someone to rescue you, for the right opportunity to magically appear, or for life to suddenly turn in your favor. You become the force that creates the opportunity. You become the one who makes things happen. And that shift from waiting to acting, from blaming to owning, is the first step in creating a life on your terms. It's about breaking free from the stories you've been telling yourself. The stories that say, I can't because, or it's too hard, or it's not the right time. Those are excuses that keep you stuck. When you take control, you rewrite those stories. You start saying, I can and I will. You stop living in reaction mode and start living with intention. And that's where the magic happens, when you stop being a victim of circumstance and become the architect of your future. This is the turning point. This is the moment where everything can change if you decide to take control. Stop waiting, stop wishing. You've got the power. Take it, use it, and start creating the life you were meant to live. Visualizing your ideal future is not just some feel-good exercise. It's about programming your mind for success. The way your brain works is simple. It responds to the images, the thoughts, and the feelings you consistently feed it. When you visualize your future, you're not just daydreaming. You're creating a roadmap in your mind that guides you toward what you want. You have to see it first before you can ever achieve it. If you don't have a clear picture of where you're going, how can you expect to get there? Most people spend their time focusing on what they don't want or worrying about what could go wrong. guess what? That's exactly what they attract when you focus on expand. So if you keep imagining failure, guess what's going to happen? If you're stuck thinking about what you're afraid of or what's missing in your life, you'll keep getting more of that. But when you focus on what you want, when you see it, feel it, and believe it, you start moving toward it. Your mind starts finding ways to make that vision real. So what does your ideal future look like? Take a moment and really see it, not just a vague idea, but in vivid detail. Where are you living? What does your day look like? Who are you surrounded by? How do you feel? The more specific you are, the more power you give to that vision. Your brain needs clarity, and it needs to know what success looks like for you. Because when you can clearly see it, your brain starts working like a GPS, guiding you step by step, decision by decision toward that future. But don't just see it, feel it. Visualization isn't just about a mental image, it's about tapping into the emotions that come with achieving that vision. How would you feel if you were living that life right now? Proud? Excited? Grateful? When you tap into those emotions, you supercharge your vision. Your brain starts to believe that it's already real, and it begins to align everything, your thoughts, your actions, your habits with that outcome. This is where the shift happens. Visualization isn't some passive process. It's an active, dynamic way of rewiring your brain to focus on what's possible instead of what's limiting you. You start to notice opportunities you couldn't see before. You start to feel more confident, more driven, and more motivated. Why? Because your mind is already living in that future. It's already there, waiting for the rest of your life to catch up. Remember, you can't hit a target you can't see. You have to create the target in your mind first. Once you do, your mind becomes a powerful tool working tirelessly to make that vision a reality. So dream big. Don't hold back. See the future you want in every detail and believe that you can make it happen. Because once you've got that vision locked in, nothing can stop you from turning it into reality. Taking massive, consistent action is the difference between dreams and reality. You can have the clearest vision in the world, but without action, it's nothing more than a fantasy. This is where most people fall short. They think about what they want, they get excited about the possibilities, but then they don't do anything about it. Or they take a few steps, and when they don't see immediate results, they stop. That's not how greatness is achieved. You've got to commit to relentless, ongoing action if you want to turn your vision into reality. Action isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. The truth is, there's never a perfect time, and the plan will never be perfect. You've got to start where you are with what you have and take massive action now. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day, but they massively underestimate what they can achieve over time with consistent effort. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and moving the needle forward. You see, momentum is everything. When you take consistent action, even small steps, you build momentum, and that momentum creates progress. Progress fuels motivation, and before you know it, you're building something extraordinary. But the key is you can't stop. You've got to keep moving, even when it feels hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when things aren't going your way. Because success isn't about how fast you can get there. It's about your ability to keep going when others give up. Taking massive action means committing to your goals in a way that others aren't willing to. It's not about dabbling or testing the waters. It's about diving in fully. When you commit, you're telling yourself and the world that you're serious, that nothing is going to stand in your way. And once you've made that decision, the actions follow naturally. You stop looking for excuses and you start looking for solutions. You stop procrastinating and you start executing. But here's the thing, action without consistency is like running in place. You can sprint for a while, but if you stop, all that energy goes to waste. You have to stay in the game day after day, week after week, month after month. That's where real transformation happens. Consistency compounds over time. It might not look like much at first, but every time you take a step forward, you're building a foundation for something bigger. And don't be afraid to fail. Taking massive action doesn't mean everything will go smoothly. In fact, you should expect setbacks. You should embrace them because they're part of the process. Every failure, every obstacle is a lesson. It's feedback that shows you how to adjust, how to refine your approach, and how to come back stronger. The only true failure is inaction. As long as you're moving, you're learning, you're growing, and you're getting closer to your goal. So the question isn't, can you achieve it? The question is, are you willing to take the massive, consistent action required? It's not about having all the answers before you begin. It's about starting now, taking bold steps and figuring things out along the way. Because the moment you commit to massive action, the world starts to move with you. Opportunities appear, resources come into play, and doors open that you never imagined. That's the power of action. It turns dreams into results, it turns possibilities into realities. And it's the only way you're going to create the future you've been visualizing. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Get out there and make it happen. Every single day, take action, and don't stop until you get where you want to go. Adopting an empowering mindset is the foundation of everything you want to achieve. It's not just about positive thinking or wishful thoughts, it's about rewiring the way you perceive the world and your place in it. Your mindset controls how you respond to challenges, how you approach opportunities, and ultimately whether you reach your goals or fall short. If you believe you're limited, that success is for other people, or that you're not capable, then that's exactly what will matter in your life. But if you adopt an empowering mindset, one that's rooted in possibility, resilience, and belief in yourself, there is no limit to what you can create. The first step in shifting your mindset is recognizing that your thoughts are not facts. Just because a doubt or fear pops into your head doesn't make it real. We all have that inner voice, that critic that says, you're not good enough or you can't do this. But those thoughts are only as powerful as you allow them to be. When you adopt an empowering mindset, you take control of that voice. You recognize that you have the power to change your thoughts, and by doing so, you change your realities. You change your reality. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring the real challenges in front of you. It's about choosing how you interpret those challenges. Every obstacle can be viewed in two ways, either as something that stops you in your tracks or as an opportunity to grow and improve. When you adopt an empowering mindset, you train yourself to see the opportunity in every challenge. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? A critical part of this process is cultivating the belief that you are capable of creating the life you want. Self-belief is not just a feel-good concept, it's a necessity. If you don't believe in your ability to succeed, you won't take the actions required to make it happen. You'll sabotage yourself before you even begin, but when you truly believe that you are capable, that you have what it takes to overcome any obstacle, you unlock a power within yourself that can't be stopped. To strengthen this mindset, you need to become intentional about the inputs you allow into your life. What are you feeding your mind daily? Are you surrounding yourself with negativity, or are you consuming content that inspires and uplifts you? Consider reading books like Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck, or diving into research on neuroplasticity that shows how our brains can change and adapt to new ways of thinking. Surround yourself with people who reflect the mindset you want to adopt and push you to think bigger and aim higher. Another key aspect of an empowering mindset is resilience. Life will knock you down, that's a given, but your mindset determines whether you stay down or get back up. Resilience is built when you realize that setbacks are not failures. They're simply feedback telling you to adjust your approach, to try something new. When you see every setback as a step forward, you take the power away from failure. It no longer has the ability to stop you, it becomes part of your growth. Finally, understand that adopting an empowering mindset is a daily practice. It's not a one-time decision, and it's not always easy. You have to consciously choose to challenge your limiting beliefs, to push through doubt, and to cultivate thoughts that empower you. But the more you practice, the stronger your mindset becomes. And as your mindset strengthens, so does your ability to create the life you desire. If you're interested in further exploring this topic, check out research on cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) techniques that are designed to reshape negative thinking patterns, resources like The Power of Now. By Eckhart Tolle also dive deep into the connection between thoughts and personal empowerment, providing actionable tools to shift your mindset. Embracing change and uncertainty is one of the most powerful shifts you can make in your life. Most people fear change. They resist it because it feels uncomfortable, unfamiliar, and unpredictable. But here's the truth: growth never happens in the comfort zone. Everything that you want, the success, the fulfillment, the breakthroughs, it all exists outside of what's known, outside of what's safe. If you want to create something extraordinary, you've got to be willing to embrace the unknown and move forward, even when things are uncertain. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much you plan, how much you prepare, there will always be unexpected twists, turns, and challenges that arise. The key to thriving, not just surviving, is learning how to adapt to those moments of uncertainty. Instead of resisting change, learn to see it as an opportunity. Change is the universe's way of pushing you out of your comfort zone, showing you what you're really capable of, and guiding you to where you need to go next. If everything stayed the same, you'd never grow, you'd never evolve, and you'd never realize your full potential. When you embrace change, you start to see challenges differently. Rather than viewing them as obstacles, you start to recognize them as stepping stones. You understand that every difficult situation is there to teach you something, to make you stronger, more resilient, more resourceful. It's in those moments of uncertainty that you tap into your true power. When the path isn't clear, when the outcome isn't guaranteed, that's when you learn to trust yourself, your instincts, and your ability to figure things out along the way. Most people try to control everything in their lives. They want certainty, they want guarantees, but that need for control is what keeps them stuck. The reality is control is an illusion. You can't predict what life will throw at you, but you can control how you respond to it. And when you let go of the need for everything to be perfect or predictable, you free yourself to take risks, to seize opportunities, and to pursue your dreams without hesitation. Uncertainty can be a gift if you allow it to be. It's in those moments of not knowing exactly how things will turn out that magic happens. Because when you're open to the unknown, you're open to possibilities you couldn't have imagined before. You start to see doors you never noticed, paths you never considered, and when you step into that space of uncertainty with confidence and courage, you give yourself the chance to create something greater than you ever thought possible. So embrace change. Don't run from it. Don't fear it. Lean into it. When things get tough, remind yourself that this is where growth happens. This is where transformation takes place. The discomfort you feel in those moments is temporary, but the strength and wisdom you gain will last a lifetime. The more you embrace uncertainty, the more you'll realize that you have the ability to handle anything life throws your way. You'll stop being reactive and start being proactive. Instead of waiting for life to happen to you, you'll start shaping your own destiny, no matter what challenges arise. Remember, change is inevitable, but progress is optional. You can either fight it or you can embrace it. And when you choose to embrace it, you step into a world of endless possibility. That's where real success begins. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most critical decisions you will ever make in your journey to success. You've heard it before: you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This isn't just some catchy phrase, it's a principle that shapes your reality. The people around you either push you to become the best version of yourself or hold you back from reaching your potential. If you want to elevate your life, you have to be intentional about who you let into your inner circle. The right people will challenge you. They won't let you settle for mediocrity. They'll push you when you feel like giving up, and they'll hold you accountable to your goals. They see the greatness in you even when you can't see it in yourself, and they won't be afraid to call you out when you're not living up to your potential. These are the people who inspire you to think bigger, dream bolder, and act faster. They won't let you play small because they know you're capable of so much more. On the other hand, the wrong people will drain your energy. They'll fill your head with doubt, negativity, and fear. They'll tell you all the reasons why something can't be done instead of encouraging you to figure out how it can be done. They'll try to keep you in the same place, not because they're bad people, but because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Misery loves company, and if you're surrounded by people who are stuck in their own limitations, they'll subconsciously try to pull you down to their level. This is why it's crucial to evaluate the relationships in your life. Who are the people you spend the most time with? Are they lifting you up, or are they holding you back? Are they helping you grow, or are they keeping you stagnant? This doesn't mean you have to cut everyone out of your life, but it does mean being strategic about who you allow to influence your mindset, your decisions, and your energy. Seek out people who are already where you want to be. Find those who have achieved the kind of success, happiness, or fulfillment you're aiming for and learn from them. Whether it's mentors, coaches, or peers, the people you surround yourself with should be those who stretch your thinking, who challenge your perspective, and who push you to rise to a higher standard. These people don't have to be in your industry or even share your exact goals, but they must share your commitment to growth and excellence. The right people won't just support you when things are going well, they'll stand by you when things get tough. They'll remind you of your vision when you feel lost and help you get back on track when you veer off course. They'll celebrate your wins, but more importantly, they'll help you navigate your losses. That's the power of the right network. They're not just there for the highs, but they're also there to help you overcome the lows. And it's not just about what these people can do for you. It's a two-way street. When you surround yourself with the right people, you also have the opportunity to lift them up. It's a reciprocal relationship. You inspire each other, challenge each other, and hold each other accountable. When you're surrounded by high achievers, you naturally want to perform at your best because you know they expect nothing less from you, and vice versa. Building this kind of support system doesn't happen overnight, but it's one of the most important investments you'll ever make. It requires intentionality and sometimes difficult decisions. You may need to distance yourself from those who aren't aligned with your vision or who bring negativity into your life. It's not always easy, but it's necessary if you're serious about creating the life you want. Remember, your environment shapes you. The people you surround yourself with shape your beliefs, your mindset, and ultimately your results. So choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, and who believe in your potential. When you do that, you'll find that your growth accelerates, your vision becomes clearer, and your journey to success becomes a whole lot more rewarding. Your destiny is waiting now. Go out and create it.